Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for coming by. So today we are talking about trimming hair. I got a question in the comments on one of the videos about trimming hair. The question is from Polane Ngwenya and she says, thank you for great tips. Please advise on split ends. Do you trim yours? What process and tools do you use? And what's your take on trimming? So I definitely trim my split ends or trim my ends, whether they split or not, because somehow my hair tapers at the ends. Like as it grows, it tapers at the ends. And I think a lot of people actually have that kind of issue whereby the hair kind of tapers at the end as some of the hair falls out and some of the hair stays on the head. So I definitely trim my ends, and that's a yes. I recommend split ends to be trimmed because once the hair has split, it does continue splitting. Yes, there's certain shampoos and conditioners that may help you not to see the frizz or the damage so quickly. If the hair has split, definitely continues to split. So what you have to do is make sure that you avoid the splitting in the first place. But in this case, we are talking about what's recommended for splitting hair. I'm actually due for a trim because I've been experiencing a bit of breakage, and can you see like the ends of my African threading is quite thin at the end. So I've got some trimming that I need to do. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to split I am going to trim my hair. So the reason for the African threading, it was so that I can stretch my hair as much as possible, so that I can also trim my hair, because I prefer, especially when I'm doing it myself, I prefer trimming on stretched hair. It's much more difficult to trim on your own when the hair is not stretched, unless you're going to do twists, which I'm going to do on the other side. I'm going to show you how I do that. So let me just comb it out. The next question is, what tools do you use and what process do you use? I use two methods of trimming when I'm trimming my own hair. The first method, which I prefer most of the time, is twisting the hair. When you're just cleaning up the hair, you're just trying to dust off the ends so that the ends are not so thin and ragged. So that's what I normally use. I use twists, and then I just trim the hair, like comb it out and then trim it. But I'm going to show you, so don't worry about that. Okay, also you're going to need a white tooth comb. You need a fine comb as well, especially like the condition that my hair is in. I can actually use this fine comb, or I can use this side. You're going to need clips so that you can separate the hair and make sure that you are not trimming hair that is already trimmed. I'm using this the Natural Organics leave-in conditioner, and then this just to make sure that my hair is as soft as possible and it's not brittle, so that it doesn't break off but cut off. Definitely I use the scissors with trimming hair, and then I've got scissors. The scissors has to be something that is fairly new. It doesn't have to be a brand new scissors, but something that is fairly new and very sharp, because you don't want it to struggle with cutting your hair, because when it struggles, then it's going to shred the hair instead of cutting it. So you want the scissors to be able to cut the hair. So fairly new, and it has to be a hair scissors. If it has cut anything else, then it's no longer a hair scissors. If it has cut paper, if it has cut cloth, or anything for that matter, it's no longer a hair scissors. So you need a specifically designated scissors for the hair, and something that is meant for hair is better. Not a paper scissors. A paper scissors is just a paper scissors. You need a hair scissors. I'm going to style my hair after this. I've got a few styles that I want to do for you, so that you guys can see. All right, so I am going to start cutting the hair now. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm not going to cut all my hair on camera, because I'm sitting on a chair and it's going to be difficult to actually do this whilst showing you at the same time. So I'm not going to cut all the hair on camera. I'm going to do this section and this section, and I'm sure from there you're going to be able to see what I do with my hair. So we start. So this is the leave-in conditioner. I only apply this much because my hair is stretched, so it's just supposed to give in just a little bit of moisture so that we can start cutting hair. So to start, so the trick here is to section the hair into small sections, comb it through and put it between your fingers, like the forefinger and the middle finger, and then do a clean cut. The first piece is gone. And then we're going on to the second one. This is DIY. And I'm just dusting the ends. I prefer to go to a proper natural hair salon and have my hair trimmed. Why? Because that way I know I'm going to have a professional to do my hair. So that's how I trim my hair when it's loose. Can you see the difference already? So now the twisting method. I twist my hair very lightly, especially now that it's stretched. And then after I've finished all the twists, and then I just take each twist and then snip off at the ends. This is so much faster and so much easier, especially when you are trimming your hair on your own. Remember, this is dusting the ends. You're not exactly looking for a professional outcome, and the hair might not be level, but your hair is going to be healthy. And I've just finished trimming my hair in the front, and I'm going to do the rest of my hair off camera. So this is it. I have just finished trimming my hair. I took off about an inch of hair, which were basically just some ragged ends anyway. So this is my hair now, and you may think I cut a lot of hair, but I only cut this much, and whatever is remaining is way stronger than before you cut the hair. So hair retains much more length when you trim it than when you don't trim it. So it's always advisable that when there's a need for you to trim your hair, always go for a trim, and your hair is gonna thank you later. And this hair was going to break anyway. Like this kind of breakage, my hair was breaking quite a lot. I think after the winter, I don't know what happened, but my hair was breaking quite a lot, and this was going to break anyway. This is not a lot of hair, but I'm telling you, if I was going to comb my hair, let's say 5-6 times, I was going to have this much of breakage, and it's not healthy. What is healthy is to make sure that you've got a clean cut, and that way there's no shredding, because when hair breaks, it shreds, and when it shreds, the splits continue. So when you see that your hair is breaking a lot, like there's short pieces on the floor, they don't normally remain on the comb, they actually go onto the floor. When you see that you've got very short hairs on the floor, in the sink, or on the countertop, or wherever, on your dressing table, or wherever you comb your hair, when you see that there are very short pieces of hair, then it means that your hair is breaking. When hair breaks, it doesn't break clean when it breaks on its own. It actually shreds. It's more like when you break a cord. Like, so they're like kind of shredded ends on where it has broken. So that is going to cause a lot more splitting. So when it breaks, when it's breaking a lot, then it means that you need to trim the ends. The only way so far to win a split ends battle is to make sure that you trim them off. And then if you're going to use any conditioners and any steaming, any treatments, any masks that are going to help you with split ends, it's normally best to start on a clean slate, on clean hair that has been trimmed, and then you start from there. I don't have short hair. That's why I was saying it's very important that you actually trim the hair. It doesn't make you have short hair. You still have most of your length anyway, so there is no reason why you should be scared of trimming your ends just because you think that you're going to derail your length goals. You're actually derailing your length goals if you're not trimming the hair, because it keeps on tearing from the ends, and then the tearing goes down to the base of your hair. So the hair is not retaining length. Sometimes it's because of the fact that there is a lot of split ends that are not being taken care of, and they need to go. So when it comes to split ends, my policy is let them go, let them go. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate this question from Plane. Keep the questions coming. When I have an opportunity to answer it via a video, then I will definitely do a video for that particular question, or I can just include it in any other video that I'm doing. Or on my blog. You guys know that I've got a blog, right? I have a blog, and I write a lot of different things, but mainly it is about hair. So make sure that you follow me on my blog. It's naturalsisters.co.za. There's a link in the description box as well, so make sure that you follow me on the blog, you read my blog post, you guys, and I will definitely try and answer most of the questions there or on video like I did today. That's all for me today. I can talk forever. That's all for me today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. God bless you. Bye.